Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Unity. This time in medieval France, outside the walls.
This might look
in a
familiar to
cemetery.
you. We're back in medieval Paris, late 14th century. You're outside the city walls now. I suggest you find your way back.
Yes, I heard you. I heard you the last time, but unfortunately the game doesn't save, and you can't do auto-savey things. Oh, they're eating people. Of course they are. I assume this is after the Templars have all been pretty much brutally murdered. Ah, isn't a murder mystery here? Well, not really much of a mystery, is it? I assume we'll have a lot of platforming to do once we are inside. We'll leave the cemetery. That was rather pointless objective. Cross the catacombs. Yeah, this is where we're going. Start doing a bit more platformy stuff. I would suspect. Game, behave. I didn't see there was a space there, but right. Now we ghosts. Exit the main chamber. I'm getting over there. I assume we climb up here because there's a climbable thing. Okay, I was expecting to be getting down to it, but alright. Yep, let's do those. Escape the quarry. Oh. Oh, is it just that we can be hit by these bolts? Is that all it is? Okay, there are people firing fireballs.
The simulation is falling apart. Find the exit, fast.
Wait, what? What? That's a new thing? Why is this a thing in this game? Ow. But I can't hide behind cover, because then the game will play and kill me. Why is the thing just suddenly killing me? I assume it's probably to force you to keep moving in that section. I would assume, but it's very Dark Souls-y. But I say that like I've ever played it. Voila. I'm sure we would need to do this. I didn't think we had to. But yeah, like the simulation falling apart, I don't think it's happened in the other ones. It's a really weird, here is a thing that we're deciding to do now. Okay, that's the portal, that's not. Okay.
You're nearly there.
Hey, why are the Knights Templar a military force attacking Paris? I mean, because it's the Knights Templar, it's the white with the red shield. Because while the Cross of St. George, white, which is red cross on a white background, is indeed the English flag. Yeah.
Follow my voice.
Shut up.
Get to the exit, quickly.
I'm working on it. None of the soldiers would have used that. They would have worn the badge of the nobleman they were working for. So, why are the Knights Templars attacking Paris? That makes no sense. And that would have been a cool kind of cutaway if the the ball had actually hit that. I can't be bothered complaining about the history. Oh, and by the way, I was going to mention it before. I have the window open because it's exceptionally warm. If you hear any weird noises, they aren't just me talking. Probably the weirdest noise you'll hear in this Let's Play, I assume. That's probably why. Ugh. Loading screen.
Okay, Initiate, let's finish this. You're almost home.
No, I'm not, because this is Paris and I don't live in Paris. Paris is not my home.
Things have changed a great deal since you left Paris,
A great deal to be set right.
and we're no closer to finding Germain.
That's not entirely true. I have a name.
Arno Dorian.
Robespierre.
I don't think you'd pronounce the E like that. I thought it would just be Robespierre. But what do I know? Terrifyingly more than some of the people who designed this. Right, how do I line this up to get 2? They were both red! They were both red. Why were they not both red? There's a chest here. Right. Very good. Whatever. We're over here. We found a new murder mystery here. We could go and have a look at it. But we're right next to this one. I feel it would be... We probably should get this. Sequence 12. We're right near the end of the main thing. So I think we'll... Yeah, I think we'll do this because we're right here. And then we'll see what where the next one is. And if we're closer to this murder mystery, we'll go and just do it, I think. I don't know how many other murder... Actually, that's another thing to look at, actually. Progress. How many have we run the last sequence already? Oh, that's including the sync up. I see. There are 3, apparently, and 1 that's completely greyed out. So I don't know what that's for. So we don't know where 2 of them are. At least I don't think we do. But we might stumble across them. Or we might just, after we do this, after we finish this, we'll do those. And then we'll go and do the final, the DLC thing. That I can't remember what the name of it is. Robespierre is de la Sleep de Germain. Discredit him, render him invulnerable, and you may draw out to the Grand Master. Ooh. Well, the thing is, I assume we're going to discredit him, and then we're going to stab Germain, probably, and that's going to be your 2. That's just going to be that for the sequence, surely, unless there's some other intermediary missions.
What's all this?
Robespierre. He's declared today a festival of the Supreme Being. A paean to the virtue of the nation and the citizens' duty toward it.
Why does that sound familiar?
As far as Templar doctrine goes, it's a loose interpretation.
We'll never get close to him in the middle of all this. We'd best retire and wait for a better opportunity.
Still thinking like an assassin. This time, I have the plan.
Oh? And what would that be?
Think like a Templar.
Okay. Well, we're currently doing very assassiny things of blending in with the ordinary civilians.
Amazing! Thought we were supposed to be rationalists. What's he thinking? Vive Robespierre! Bravo!
Vive la liberté!
The supreme being.
Oh, there's a blue man.
I'll eat my hat.
Ridiculous
Alright.
pomp and circumstance. What is he thinking?
Out the way, Susie. Okay, so we didn't even have to blend, really. Because that particular... Anyway, hello, Susie. You weren't looking at that, were you? Oh well. Ooh, fireworks. How exciting. That was the mission, just to follow her for a little bit.
Robespierre is unassailable. He's got half the guard out in force. We'll never get within 10 yards of him.
Just what I said.
But he's not as popular as he was. The Purgers, the Supreme Being cult. If we can discredit him, he's finished.
Massive public spectacle is the perfect venue.
Exactly. Paint him as a dangerous lunatic and his power will evaporate like snow in April. But we'll need some convincing evidence.
I have an idea where to start.
Oh, do we...
Coming?
Meet me after. I have my own arrangements to make.
Maximilien François Issoud de Robespierre. Investigate the tent. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to get in there. Who is the Supreme Being? Because I'm fairly sure it's meant to be an atheistic cult, which is rather ridiculous when you're praising Supreme Being. Right, we need to get in there. We're not going to get in that way. We could try sneaking up this way. There don't seem to be any guards this side. Oh, there's still him. Oh, there's someone over there. Wait for him to go past. Yeah, going up there's not going to do anything, is it? Author nature. I think the reason they did it is they wanted to get rid of the connection to Catholicism, because that was seen as part of kind of a corrupt society, the establishment, as they had, and the one that they just revolted against. You're looking vaguely this way. I don't want to get into a massive fight. I know I will, because this is me, and me trying to do stealth. You're coming this way. We have to wait for people to turn around. We'll sabotage that, because that'll make things slightly easier for us. So you've meandered that way. I hope the speech isn't a time limit. That's something I would kind of like as an idea. No. How is that not a way to hide?
Let's see. Criminating evidence. Criminating evidence.
Cannot interact while this. Right, well, let's look at all of these letters in the book.
Monsieur, as you have been the savior of the Republic, I beg you now to be my brother's savior as well. Even now he languishes in prison, arrested by patriots more zealous in their heroism than careful in their methods. No warrant for André's arrest was ever issued, and yet he remains imprisoned in Saint-Lazare under suspicion. I pray you do not recall my brother's writings in the Journal de Paris, coming as they did from an intemperate poet's heart. Rather, I beg you, if my own humble skills have been even the smallest of aid to our glorious revolution, spare my brother. In his writings, I see the burgeoning of France's greatest poet, a light that will shine for all time. Yours, in patriotism, Marie-Joseph Chenier.
Corruption. Or potentially. Buying favours and whatnot.
Hardly the sort of thing to topple a tyrant with.
No, but it can add up, you fool. Le Journal de Paris.
Publiciste de la Révolution française. The day after Marat died.
What should one think of the Committee of Public Safety, or rather, its leaders? For most of its members are so negligent that they can barely manage to attend committee sessions for 2 hours of each 24, are unaware of almost everything that is done there, and doubtless are at most guilty of accepting a task they have no desire to fulfill. But the leaders are plain criminals for having carried out so shamefully their functions. There is one among them, whom the Mountain has just foolishly reappointed, and whom I regard as the single most dangerous enemy of the country, Barrère, indicated by Sainte-Foy to the king as one of the constitutionalists to be relied upon. Personally, I am certain that he keeps a foot in both camps until the victory is clear. It is Barrère who has paralysed every forceful measure, leaving us helpless, our throats waiting to be slit. I call upon him to contradict me in such a way as to finally show that he is not a royalist in disguise. That's nothing to do with Robespierre.
That's no help at all.
There's a book here. Oh, there's a few letters and whatnot.
Looks like a diary.
At exactly 5 in the morning, a general recall shall be sounded in Paris. This call shall invite every citizen, men and women alike, to immediately adorn their houses with the beloved colors of liberty, either by rehanging their flags or by embellishing their houses with garlands of flowers and greenery.
The Fiend!
Not quite what I'm looking for. A letter.
Another one. And delightful.
Monsieur Robespierre, take care that you do not allow your personal ambitions to come before the great work. That which we do not for our own glory, but to remake the world into Malay's image.
Well, we knew it. Yeah. Germain. We knew he was with the Templars. Anyway, not helpful. Not helpful for this particular task.
Not quite what I'm looking for.
Oh, hello. Ooh, hello.
Merlin, Tallien, Bourdon. These are all deputies of the National Convention. Lists of political figures written in the hand of a man fond of sending his rivals to the guillotine. Yes, these should do nicely.
Right. There's a lot of people around that side. While I'm here. Ah! Farewell! Right, we're just going to run away. Ow! Stop shooting me. It hurts. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm making things worse. I do not want to be jumping like that. Oh no! Oh no! Run! I'm just going to jump down, then back up, and then not move again.